Well, hello there, one and all. To answer some of the questions I've seen in the chat here, whether or not this is pre-recorded, the answer is yes, this is pre-recorded, and I have really good foresight into what you all are able to comment. It's uncanny how I was able to predict. I bet you that was the question that was out there right now. I'm just kidding. This is another Eden live. Once again, we're back live. It's good to see you all again. Let's see. Dennis, I refuse to answer this question. I it's not that I know it, that I don't know the answer. I just, like want to leave something to the imagination. Yan, Melody, John, Bottle Cap, Casual, Soda, Rain, thank you so much for being here. Excited to share with you the details of Chapter 4 of the Eastern Mythos as we are continuing to progress through this story. Just a quick housekeeping note up here at the top. Please, no spoilers for anybody who's watching any language, any of the streams from any of the other language blocks. I'll get to all of the news, I promise. How is how was your holidays? Anybody looking forward? I hope you're all looking forward to a wonderful 2025. I myself went on a little bit of an adventure with Varuo. That is why we had a pre-recorded stream earlier this month. You may, if you follow us on social media, our Facebook or our Twitter, you can see the hashtag Varuo Ventures Out photos. Pretty soon, in the next few weeks or so, you may see some pictures from that trip. I'll let you guess where in the world Varuo traveled to this time. So without further ado, let's get right into the news. Before we get into Chapter 4, let's have a quick look back at the previous chapters. Anybody who may be concerned about spoilers for anything from Chapters 1 through 3, please note that we will run a quick synopsis of those chapters from now. Starting with Chapter 1. Shadow and Stray Fox. A young man wanders the wastes, a fox by his side. The living shadow has come to Izana with a single goal in mind. What will be found at the end of his dark path? A tale of sin and steel begins. How many of you have already made it through the end of Chapter 3 and are waiting for Chapter 4? While I wait for your answers, we'll move on to Chapter 2, The Flames of War. The youth, Senya, has met warriors from another world. He attempts to enter Izana, but his way is blocked by Ademe, the heir of Mi. As he takes the Vermilion Road to Nagsham, a pair of eyes watch his every move. New encounters bring him to a sleepy farming village. The information he gains there may alter the entire course of the war. A lot of people waiting for Chapter 4, it looks like, in the comments. I am as well. I finished Chapter 3 and I'm looking forward to it very much. Speaking of Chapter 3, Ashen Skies and Ember Petals. A once peaceful village burns. Shaken by the horrid scene, Senya finally takes the hand of a friend. Entrusted with one last hope for peace, the party travels to Nagsham in Shin. The fated day is close at hand. The bloody gears of war begin to move once more. What awaits the youth on his path? Revenge or salvation? Chapter 3 got you surprised, Melody, when you started playing it? I will say there's a little bit of a juxtaposition, we'll call it, of the art here and the description. Lots of, the bloody gears of war begin to move doesn't this is not quite what this scene evokes. But we get both of those feelings in these chapters. And now that we've recapped them, let us move on to chapter 4. And as we do, I have a video to show you. It is a trailer for the second half of the Mythos. Please enjoy.
あいつらに会ってからだ。俺の旅の理由が少しずつ変わり始めたのは、戦を終わらせる。そんな夢物語も俺たちなら叶えられるんじゃないかって。でもダメだった。夢を分かち合った幼なじみも、俺を信じてくれた剣の死も、復讐の相手すらもういない。俺は何のために戦えばいい？
それはまるで動画のようによどみを知らぬ幼き瞳慰めてはかくまうように優しく夜を
それじゃきっとあんたは救われない。
心は灯火輪廻の吐息に揺れめき今も触れることはできずにそれでもあなたのそばを離れはしないとただ見つめて燃え上がる愛しさも雨の止まるだけも滅ぶために生まれたそんな愛しもある月へ何度でもただ
今こそ役割を果たす時にゃ。
あなたのかけらは希望と呼ばわすを願う花のように願う
行こう。花が散る前に。
I'm muted. I unmuted myself before anybody said it in the chat, so it doesn't count. How does everybody feel? I see a lot of people in the chat talking about some character named Necoco, which I don't know who Necoco is, but I think you did see a glimpse of Necoco wearing an alternate outfit. Real ones will know the difference. All right, let's talk about chapter 4. I have to get into my dramatic narrator voice for a moment. To keep his promise to Reime and stop the war, Senya and his allies storm Kurosagi Castle. However, the appearance of a horde of specters in Izana ends the plan in failure. With his purpose, his best friend, and his master gone, Senya's knees finally buckle under the weight of loss. Should he continue his journey or not? Finding themselves at a standstill, the party turns to the mountain of the Tengu, where Senya once lived. And scene. In a world. We met some of the key figures here in the trailer. Some you're familiar with. Actually, I think pretty much most you're familiar with, most likely. Izuna, who we spoke about in the last, live stream, pre-recorded live stream. Great Tengu, Necoco, the sea, and the Cat Shrine folks, who you may be familiar with, especially if you've gone through Necoco's character quests. You may be familiar with the Cat Shrine. This is going to be heavily featured in this story. Some of the key figures here from left to right: Necoco, Nyanjiro, Nabeshima, Fukurobe, and Otoha, who claims that she is a reborn cat deity. This, you may remember, appears in main story part 2. It's when it debuted. This shrine where Necoco was born and raised enshrines a cat deity. It seems a secret is hidden in the main shrine. Let's talk about some of the environments. Yes, casual. Otoha is in fact mentioned. The adventure begins. Mount Kamukura, the mountain home of the great Tengu Yahiko, accessible through Yagara Grove. Both Senya and Izuna lived here for a time. Legends say a god descended from the heavens and sat here to gaze up at the moon. Now, it's just, I don't know if it's just me. Some people like gazing at things from different perspectives, but if you're already in the heavens, don't you kind of have a front row seat to the moon? Why would you descend to get further away from the moon? Hey, look. Gods are gonna god. The adventure continues. The Cat Shrine, as you can see here in this image, is a little bit worse for wear. A shrine in the land of Mi that enshrines a cat deity. It's a place of peace for those exhausted by war, but there are those who disapprove. And with the previous chapters, we got some really beautiful illustrations. We have another one here that I would like to show you right now, featuring some of the new characters, some of the recent characters from recent chapters. Probably my favorite illustration up to this point. Perhaps mostly because of the ninja cats. Just take a moment here and appreciate the tranquility of this. Speaking of illustrations, I've got update on the illustration contest later on in this stream, so stay tuned for that. By the way, if you are new here, please feel free to like, subscribe, and by feel free, I mean please do it. Please. Sorry, I don't know what came over me. I blacked out there for a second. We have a comment here from the artist here, Gyokan. Hello everyone, I'm Gyokan. I had the honor of drawing for the Eastern Mythos. I personally love natural scenery and sunlight, so I really enjoyed drawing this scene. By coincidence, I traveled to Kamikochi while working on this piece, and while it wasn't exactly bamboo groves, I saw similar scenery there. Of course, my trip wasn't as grand a journey as theirs, but big or small, our journey's a wonderful thing. I hope this piece helps you picture Tsubame and her friends as they continue along their road. Thank you for that comment, Gyokan. Speeding right along. We're speed running this live stream. Let's enjoy and listen to some of the new music, which I know is a favorite element for many of you here. First bit of music that I have for you is Mount Kamukura, composed by Shigeki Hayashi. I'm gonna slowly. I'm gonna turn off our background music here and turn on Mount Kamukura. Once again, this is Mount Kamukura, composed by Shigeki Hayashi. The next bit of music I have for you is the boss music, Hell Clash, once again composed by Shigeki Hayashi. Once again, that is Hell Clash, composed by Shigeki Hayashi. I really love the calm part, like in between two really intense bits, the really calm part in the middle, especially for boss music. It almost like lulls you into a false sense of security. And we have a new vocal theme, a new voiced song. This is the second half main theme, 1,000 Nights of Flowers. Lyrics and vocals by Shiena Nishizawa, composition by Shigeki Hayashi. Once again, 1,000 Nights of Flowers, lyrics and vocals by Shiena Nishizawa, composed by Shigeki Hayashi. About this new vocal theme here, we have a quote from Shiena Nishizawa. I'm very happy to work on a second vocal theme you may remember worked on one before for this Mythos. I feel these are the best lyrics I've written in my history, and I want to offer them like flowers to Senya's journey. The themes of the story flutter throughout like flower petals, so please listen carefully with that in mind. Right Flower Sound Team, Hayashi-san's music is so dramatic and wonderful. Thank you so much. And we have we shared this once before, but there's a bio here which you can review at your leisure regarding Nishizawa-san. We'll fade that out. Bring our background music back. Extendar. Assuming it's episode 4 is the final chapter of this Mythos, there'll be news on the main campaign soon. Well, to answer your question, this is certainly not the final chapter of the Mythos. There are more chapters coming up throughout spring. Actually, more chapters will be released. So look forward to those. Now about the update, the version 3.10.10 update. Let's talk about some of the things other than just the Mythos content. There is a character coming that you saw in the trailer, who I think you'll be very excited about, who some of you can sometimes get confused about. Enjoy this introduction video.
I protect without neglect. messed with the wrong deity. Now presenting the ultimate Necoco! I hope you're ready for a show. I'll make every corner bright, ward off evil, and gather light. Eat this Necoco beam! You'll see my majesty even in your dreams. Another Eden, the cat beyond time and space.
What do you think? By the way, shout out to the Right Flyers Studios video editing team there for putting those new flashy little animations that show you all the ability skill explanations. Necoco is a must-have for me anyway. I'm guessing perhaps for some of you too. We have a comment here from creator designer Yukasato, who says, the concept I got for this design was, the great Necoco saves the day! Wahoo! So, that is how I designed her. Wahoo. She's a little more dignified this time around, but she's still in hot pants to convey her energetic and dynamic personality. The outfit itself is fairly simple, but elements like the reflection in the mirror and all the cats make it a very busy scene. I almost despaired. Still, it turned out very well and seasonal for the new year too, so I think it was worth all the pain. I hope you'll welcome the great Necoco with the same feeling as paying a visit to the cat shrine. Happy New Year! And now for everybody's favorite crunchy character ability segment, Baki's Battle Tips Necoco ES Edition. She is a flexible supporter with mode change and zone-based type changing. Normal attack variation, Great Necoco incoming. Enter Super Necoco mode 3 turns and restore users HP 100% and MP 100%. Cannot be reused for 3 turns. Super Necoco. On skill use, MP does not get consumed. All stats except for HP and MP plus 150. Ultimate God Relic. Preemptive physical damage increased based on max MP for all party members, and magic damage increased based on max MP value. In Super Necoco mode, user and single party member in the frontline slot to the user's right gain Lunatic Mind's Eye for 1 turn and Deluxe Catnip stack. End Super Necoco mode. Deluxe Catnip gain Lunatic Risk Taker effect, consume after 1 turn or when Necoco is KO'd. A flexible supporter with mode change and zone-based type changing out of the bag. Party's power plus 50%, as well as intelligence and speed for 5 turns. Regen 15% of max HP and MP 5 times. When another zone is deployed, buff effect and restore amount increase times 2 and a critical damage of all party members plus 30%. Helping Paw. Wind type attack of all party members plus 50% and all weapon type damage plus 50%. When another zone is deployed, buff effect times 2 and type of attack buff changes based on the type of zone. Nekomata Observance. Preemptive grant Kaleido wind to all wind by default, and you'll notice a trend here of it depending on what zone is deployed. To all party members for 3 turns, Kaleido type changes based on deployed type zone. In Super Necoco mode, inflict exposed wind on all enemies for 1 turn. Exposed type changes based on deployed type zone. End Super Necoco mode. Additional ability enhanced at battle start in frontline. All party members MP consumption minus 100% for 1 turn and inflict break on all enemies. Stellar skill Nekomata Starfall enhanced. Preemptive on all party members, certain debuff effects are inverted, becoming buff effects for 3 turns. After wind type, piercing attack on all enemies times 4 XXL. Attack type changes based on the deployed type zone. In Super Necoco mode, before attack, deploy Wind King stance, and after in Super Necoco mode, deployed another zone type changes based on deployed type zone. In Stellar Burst, strength increase times 40, and all party members gain Barrier Pierce for 3 moves. EX Special Attack, Ward Off Evil and Gather Light. Attack all enemies and remove all buffs. Restore all party members' HP and MP for 100%, and remove all debuffs. Change user to Super Necoco mode for 3 turns. Stack 1 Cat Deity Miracle on frontline allies other than user. Cat Deity Miracle. All stats except for HP and MP are plus 100. Critical rate plus 100%, and magical critical rate plus 100%. All stacks consumed if Necoco is AO'd. In summary, Necoco, she can provide strong support to a party of any type if they don't use weapon type zones. Her learned skills have different additional effects depending on the zone deployment and awakening. Skills with additional effects in Super Necoco mode are very powerful. Save your mode for change for when it'll have the strongest effect. Adding an additional supporter alongside Necoco ES will help battles move swiftly and smoothly. Necoco ES's support offerings: preemptive mental focus and singular focus for all party members, power, intelligence, speed up for all party members, physical resistance and type resistance up for all party members, wind type attack up, as well as damage of all party members equipped with any weapon type attack. All of these for the next 2 as well will change based on the deployed type zone. Preemptive Kaleido for all party members, and inflict exposed on all enemies. Default wind, but changes based on the deployed type zone. Thoughts? All you want for Christmas is Necoco? Well, let's talk about the Necoco banner. We have a fateful encounter for this character, extra style Nekomata avatar. Necoco ES appears at a rate of 10% on the 10th encounter. As a pickup bonus, Necoco ES appears Stellar Awakened. An encounter after Stellar Awakening to receive an additional 10 light points. And you can obtain Nekomata avatar star trails on this banner. In addition to this, if you are lacking any of the previous Necoco versions, you can encounter the following characters in the Great Necoco edition: Necoco Extra Style, Necoco Another Style, and Necoco Normal Style, each at a rate of 10% on the 10th encounter. With this one, you can also obtain Nekomata Avatar Star Trails. So what is the question on your mind? What is the question on everybody's mind every time we do one of these? The number one question we're all waiting for: when Spider Sonics got it? And the answer to that, the version 3.10.10 additional update releases December 30th. We got one more update in us before the end of 2024. I hope you enjoy it. Now, we're not just looking at 2024, though we will actually take a look back at 2024 a little later. We'll do a little year in review a little later on. More on that later. But for now, let's actually look a little bit into the future. Let's see what 2025 has in store for us. First, new parallel time layer ally taking the stage for his soliloquy, Forlorn Thespian Lokido. I don't know if that's anywhere near what the voice is going to be. Voiced by Jamie. We'll see if Jamie Moscato has something close to my poor guess there. This encounter will be added in the version 3.10.20 update. And we have a creator's comment from designer Matsumoto. This new Lokido is an actor. His different style and fur color are all part of becoming his role. I had fun experimenting with other outfit styles, giving him a hat and classic English detective's outfit, or my personal favorite, a military uniform. The theme of his art this time is handsome stage actor. So here's Lokido shining up on stage. I hope you'll get front row seats to his art, both in battle and in the story. This one, I have a feeling some of you are going to be pretty excited about it. I'm pretty excited about this. Quality of life update coming in the Grostas screen is getting a revamp. Grostas and related items will be shown per character. Special and true Grost accounts, as well as memoirs required for exchange, will be visible at a glance, and you'll also be able to trade directly for special and true Grostas. This will be perhaps not the 0.1 and 0.20, but in a future update. I see some people are excited about this news. More banners and more campaigns are coming your way. Happy New Year and Global Version 6th Anniversary Campaign. We have been doing this for, well, nearly 6 years now. 5 of which I've been directly involved with, or more than 5, I think, at this point. First, a Sede encounter. After the Star Dream encounter, you will receive a Star Dreams piece. Now, I think many of you in the chat know exactly what this is. For those that don't, you can use, if pulling on this, you can use a Star Dream piece to select and encounter one of the 5-star class Gallery Dreams character that were available up to the version 3.9.0. You can also obtain Nekomata Avatar Star Trails in this. Next, Fateful Encounter, Splendid Epoch Edition. You're guaranteed to encounter one of the 5-star class characters listed below. Utpalaka, Undercover Scribe Renri, Jill Funny, Mazrika, Virtual Reflection CL, Xianhua, Kuchinawa, Sazanka, Alpifia, and Booming Blade Akane. I hope I didn't fumble on the pronunciation on any of those. Some of those names are a mouthful. Next, Ally Encounter Splendid Epoch Future Edition. You can encounter the following characters: Mighty Oboro, Melissa, Suzette, Yakumo, Another Style. This is a free banner. Ally Encounter Splendid Epoch Present Edition includes Tsukiha, Bertrand, Ewan, Shion, and Zilva, Another Style. All of these, by the way, you can get Nekomata Avatar Star Trails. And then the Ally Encounter Splendid Epoch Antiquity Edition, Sazanka, Sarius, Tiramisu, Shani, and Melina. And I actually have another banner for you. But I'm going to save that for a little bit, because this next banner is actually something new, a new kind of banner that you've never experienced before, and I want to make sure that we announce this banner at the same time as our colleagues over on the Japan version side. This is one I'm actually excited about, but we'll get to this banner. It's not a Whisper of Time. It's nothing that you've seen before. Actually, it's something a little bit different than what you've seen. So while we wait for our colleagues over on the Japan version to get around to this banner, I'll continue on with some of the other campaigns here. The increased achievement reward and today's item, the achievement reward for starting Mythos Chapter 4, What Remains of What Was, is increased to 50 Chronostones. You get that cute little cat with the red uniform. Always love seeing the red uniform deliver the Chronostones for the day. That will be from the version 3.10.10 additional update through January 31st, 2025. That's quite a ways. And then today's special item, you can receive 50 Chronostones for logging in. So yeah, 50 Chronostones for starting the Mythos Chapter 4. You got a month to be able to do that. And then the daily item, the daily login item, that'll be from December 29th, 3 p.m. UTC to January 12th, 2:59 p.m. UTC. Okay, now to run back, I think I can announce that new banner, the new banner type. This is interesting. It is a one-time only per day. You can only do it one time per day. A 4-star or higher class ally is guaranteed. This is a single poll. You can encounter a 5-star class ally from the Gallery of Dreams up to version 3.9.4, update at a 10% rate, and this encounter is for 50 paid Chrono Stones. It's for a lone encounter. So this is what we are calling a brief encounter. So if you have some spare, sometimes Chrono Stones comes in packs of 1,000 whatever, and after you use your paid Chrono Stones, you've got some spare change Chrono Stones lying around. This is a great way to use some of the spare change paid Chrono Stones that you might have. Once again, this is 50 paid Chrono Stones, one time only per day. 4-star or higher class ally is guaranteed, and you can guarantee encounter a 5-star class ally from the Gallery of Dreams up to version 3.9.4 at a 10% rate. Duration for this, not very long, from December 31st, 3 p.m. UTC through January 10th, 2:59 p.m. UTC. Please see the in-game notice for details on all of this. Now we can continue on our way. An increased keycard campaign. Open the treasure chest in the Space-Time Rift for 3 green keys, 2 red keys, and Cat Express tickets. Those lovely, lovely Cat Express tickets. 3 of them every day for a limited time. That'll be between December 30th and January 20th. That's a good run. That's quite a few. Quite a few. Get extra Symphony, quite a few days, I should say. Get extra episode Symphony key items. The amount of key items obtained in certain episode and symphonies will be boosted from the 3.10.10 update until an update. We don't have it specified quite yet, but an update in early January. You will need to update to version 3.1.10 to reap the benefits of this. And next, a Whisper of Time token and drop up to 100 free draws. Draw all 100 for a guaranteed 5-star. The duration of this from December 31st through January 20th. See the in-game notice for details. 100 free draws. What's up? How's that? And additionally, a 2x max Fateful Encounter Auld Lang Syne 2024 edition. You are guaranteed to encounter one of the characters listed below on the 10th encounter. Izuna, Nocturne Ninja Tsubame, Shigure ES, Lingli AS, Blooming Blade Akane, Oboro, Vermilion Whip Hozuki, Shion Tsubame AS, Noble Blossom Tsukiya. Duration for this is a very brief duration, a short duration one, from December 28th at 11 a.m. UTC. That's roughly now-ish to December 31st, 2:59 p.m. UTC. We have a little bit of a roadmap here in terms of all the events, the campaigns, the things that you can take advantage of. If you want to take it to, I'll get out of the way of the text here. If you want to take a quick screenshot to make sure you remind yourself of all of the things going on, all the different campaigns we have going on from top to bottom. We've got and not necessarily in exact chronological order, but just in order of top to bottom of this sheet. Still ongoing, the Symphony Celebration campaign. Start the Symphony Crystal, Wisdom, and Secret Castle for 1,000 Chrono Stones. And it start as another Eden player as a new player for 1,000 Chrono Stones. That's still ongoing, but just to the end of this month. I won't say any of the other dates here, just to avoid making mistake or confusion. But going down, we have campaigns for the Mythos Shadow of Sin and Steel Chapter 3 Achievement Reward Boost. Then soon following is the Mythos Shadow of Sin and Steel Chapter 4 Achievement Reward Boost. A Happy New Year and Global Version 6th Anniversary campaign. You can see all of this stuff in the pink box here. Is falling under that. Key item boosts. Today's special item boost. Key card chest is active. Whisper of Time token. Encounter up to 100 allies and a Whisper of Time drop. Great Necoco's Gold Present campaign. Auld Lang Syne 2024 edition. Splendid Epoch and Necoco edition. And Star Dream Encounter as well. All going on all throughout this relatively mostly January. Then the live stream celebration 2,200 Chrono Stones package, one time only. And the Happy New Year and Global Version 6th Anniversary campaign part 2 will start January 18th. Look forward to that. There you go. Lots of stuff you could take advantage of here. In summary, the version 3.10.10 update releases December 30. Mythos Shadow of Sin and Steel, Chapter 4, What Remains of What Was, is added. Necoco Extra Style arrives. Happy New Year and Global Version 6th Anniversary campaign, max 101 encounters, free encounter every day. An encounter with a great deal every day. A brief encounter is newly added. Cat Express tickets eligible dungeons are added. This is I don't think I mentioned that already. Eligible dungeons for Cat Express tickets will be added. And then, looking forward to the future, Parallel Time Ally, Forlorn Thespian Loquito will arrive, and the UI for the Grasta will be updated. There you go. Those are the updates coming up. I hope you can look forward to that. Now, as I said earlier in this live stream, I have the results of the illustration contest. As a reminder, we held the illustration contest themed for the Eastern Mythos. And for this, we offered a number of prizes. One grand prize that will be awarded, and I'll be revealing that momentarily. We have 2 producer prizes. The Hirasawa producer prize, Hirasawa being the producer of the Japan version of the game, and the Koike producer prize, Koike-san being the producer of the global version of the game. An original mat will be given as a prize to the winners of those prizes. And then we have art team prizes. The Yamamoto prize, Yamamoto-san is art director, rightful artist of Another Eden. And the Sato prize, Sato-san is a member of the art team for Another Eden. There are 3 winners for each of those. So that is a total, if my math is correct, of 9 winners. We'll be going over those right now. First, our first Sato Prize winner is Slime Mo. And I'll be as you can enjoy the illustrations here. I'll be reading some of the comments from the namesake of the prizes, beginning with Sato-san, who says of this, Shigure and Shion, who are used to practice swings, look so relaxed. That's great. The use of color is just beautiful, and I was immediately attracted by the clear blue color. The delicate lines and touches match the wind and scenery of the Inonari Plateau. Each sword is held by the right owner, showing the deep understanding of the characters. The angle is also wonderful. Congratulations to Slime Mo. Next, Sato Prize goes to Hinamori. And for this one, Sato-san says, they say that children are a bond between parents. And I was convinced and reassured by this piece that Akane could be a bond between the 2 of them. Akane's behavior clearly shows how much she loves them, and it's heartwarming. I love how the 3 of them have different expressions, each with their own character. The light but glowing colors and atmosphere, the fluffy hair and fabric, are all carefully depicted in this work, showing a deep sense of love. Let us know in the comments what you think of the illustrations. The next Sato prize goes to Nagisa. Sato-san says, how precious. I was moved by the illustration of Shion, who now doesn't show much facial expression when he could still smile honestly. Akane is so cute as she talks to her brother in a way that shows how much she loves him, while his kind eyes look at her. Their smiles are a treasure. I feel like crying. This is also a rare analog work using a variety of art mediums. It shows great skill and taste. That is our final Sato-san prize, Sato prize. Next is our first Yamamoto prize. This one from Bosutoku. And Yamamoto says, I really want to go to this place. Although backlit, it's not dark or lonely at all. In fact, it has a fresh and exciting feeling, and I feel a gentle Japanese concept. The balance between the background and the stylized characters is superb, and Otoha and Necoco's poses are cute and warm. I'd like to visit the cat shrine on a tired day. The next Yamamoto prize goes to Nagareboshi. Yamamoto-san for this says, it has such an impact the moment you see it. You bang your desk and roll around on the floor, covering your face. The facial expression is perfect. I can feel the pounding heart and the strained voice, and it makes me want to cheer loudly from afar with a love god in the background. The sunlight is also overwhelming. I can feel the passion throughout the entire image. Thank you for this wonderful illustration that warms my heart. And our final Yamamoto prize. I can slow down, by the way, if we want to take some more time to enjoy the illustrations. I feel like I might be zooming through these. If I'm zooming through and you guys are wait, I wanna look at it a little more. Just let me know in the comments. I'll try to pace myself. Our last Yamamoto prize goes to Gamega Mega. Of it, Yamamoto-san says, the powerful composition, the perfect poses for each character, and the sense of Senya as the main character really stands out. I'd like to add the text, confirmed for an anime. It's not confirmed for an anime. That's not happening. He says, I'd like to. I wish I could, is what he's saying. And, is what they're saying. And Senya is cute, of course, but he's also in a very natural pose. He's wonderful. Thank you very much. Also, those feet reflected in the water, I screamed when I found them. Gratitude to you. This next one, proud to say, the next one coming in here for our Koike prize is actually a submission from our English community, the English global community. So shout out to Andrew for winning this Koike producer prize. Of it, Koike-san says, I was impressed by the gap between the overwhelming impact of the key visual, as if it were a key visual for a movie, and the fact that the largest part of the piece is Azami just chewing on dango. There are also detailed expressions, such as the circle in the back that is actually a dango with no skewer. The time-lapse video posted shows how much fun the creator had drawing it. They submitted a time-lapse as well, with Suzume riding on Tsubame's head at one point. For example, it was fun to watch. Congratulations to Andrew. Representing the global community. English language block. And now, for the Hirasawa Producer Prize, Gomitomi. Of this work, Hirasawa-san says, not only was I surprised at the passion for drawing so many characters, but also impressed by how well their characteristics and personalities were captured. I felt a strong love for the characters with attention to detail in the smallest details, which is why I chose this piece. I could feel the love for Genshin from every detail, so please accept our prize, a scum mat. And finally, winning the grand prize, drumroll, this work from Haruno. And the comment for this work comes from Yamamoto-san, who says, "When I saw this piece, it was truly breathtaking. The entire piece is a mixture of stillness and movement, and I felt a kind of solemn power, as if the air was momentarily quieted down to a scene. Akane's expression, Shion's back, the intentional whiteout in the upper right, and the irregular splashes of black ink give the work a deep flavor that evokes the emotions of the characters and the story of the mythos itself." Congratulations once again to all of our prize winners. Thank you to everyone who submitted works for this illustration contest. It was truly humbling as somebody who doesn't do art, but also as somebody who loves this game, to see all of your creative works come in for it. So thank you so very much for your contributions. Congratulations again, Andrew from the English language block, for representing and winning the Koike Producer Prize. Now we are closing out 2024. We're just a few days. There's just a few days left here in this year, which was a busy year for Another Eden. We'll look back just a little bit on this year, which began at the beginning of this year, as it does with every year, with an anniversary celebration. But this one was a little bit special as we finally reached simultaneous release. So we celebrated the 5th anniversary of the global version, but we also celebrated the simultaneous release. Looking back at some of the other things, we had the Rise saga conclude. Galliard's 5-star arrived. I remember that one being a particularly popular character. People hyped up about that one when that was released. Main Story Part 3 Volume 3 was released. The first of 2 symphonies was released. This one for King of Fighters, which I think took everybody by surprise. The new Mythos, which we just introduced chapter 4 of today, Shadow of Sin and Steel, and the Atelier Ryza Symphony. Stop dragging me over my pronunciation of the word Atelier. I'm sorry, I'm not bitter. Beginning with once again, going back to the beginning of the year, we celebrated the 5th anniversary of the global version, and for all of these events, I'm going to read a comment from producer Koike-san about all of these events that we experienced. So beginning with the anniversary, producer Koike says, "We published dev letters about the simultaneous release. However, it was a huge challenge for us, including how to communicate the change to our players. We really hoped that our strong thoughts on to our global version players were well conveyed through the 5th anniversary video letter by Baki and other means." You might remember that Melissa here also received her Stellar Awakening, Melissa being that one being a bit important for the global community, especially since that was the first global first character. And then we got introduced to this character here, Melpifia, who entered into the scene, diving onto the scene kind of like this, and immediately became a fan favorite in doing so. Next, a Paradise of Imperfections. Galliard rode his motorcycle onto the scene of this event. Koike-san says, "Starting this year, it was not the Japan version's 7th anniversary, but Another Eden's 7th anniversary. With the game having achieved simultaneous release, Galliard's episode was the first that both the global and Japan version audiences could get excited about together. Fun fact, the chorus part of Ignition and others included the voices of myself and the Japan version's producer Hirasawa." You can kind of see the voice recording over there. I do recall this as being, when Galliard coming back into the story, a lot of people getting hyped for that one, for sure. Then one of the most speaking of hyped events was the release of Main Story Part 3 Volume 3, The Kronos Empire Strikes Back Into the Hollow. With the release of this, Koike-san says, there was a very impressive twist in the storyline. Spoiler in consideration. Not only that, but the actions and presence of mascots such as Piggy and Laika's are also unforgettable. What do you all feel? How do you all feel about these new mascots and characters and sidekicks? The fluffiest of fluffy tails. I just recall myself just the feeling of getting into a big robot and punching boulders. I don't know why I love that part so much. It just that's the bit. That's the bit about this I loved. As I said, we then had a very surprising, but I hope very gratifying and satisfying symphony with the King of Fighters of it. Producer Koike-san says, although the fighting game and Japan RPG collaboration was quite unusual, I think it turned out to be something unique to Another Eden. I was also happy to hear some overseas players were particularly attached to the crossover, especially in terms of visuals. We managed to keep the charm of the original characters. This is actually a first for us to collaborate with something with a game that's outside of the RPG genre, and so, you know, like I said, when I first got the news of this, I thought, how is this gonna work? So it was really cool to see that come together. Then as you can tell, we're starting to near the present here as the beginning of Shadow of Sin and Steel began, the new mythos from the Eastern continent of it. Koike-san says, the Eastern continents and the characters from the East have been appearing in the main story part 2, and even before that, but this mythos highlights more Japanese themes, such as samurai and ninja, while delving into the stories of allies in the story. In case you don't know, Japanese people love samurai and ninja. Yeah, well, Koike-san, so does everybody, I think. I'm pretty sure most people like samurai and ninjas. There are some characters who are Another Eden characters from the Eastern continent who are in the trailer but now have not appeared in the story yet. Might be possible one of your favorite characters will appear soon. And then our second symphony of the year happened, the Atelier Ryza. Comments from producer Koike. This year we had 2 symphonies. We collaborated with Atelier Ryza from the Atelier series, which has a history of over 25 years. I was very happy to be able to realize the crossover, since I knew we would have a strong affinity with the Atelier Ryza, with its alchemy motif and ensemble drama with charming characters. I know how to pronounce French words. It includes many elements from the Atelier series, such as gathering, synthesis, and alchemy. This new collaboration. This is another one where we try to give you the feeling of the original game in this one. And that does it for our look back on 2024. I'm looking forward to 2025 with you all. And speaking of looking forward to 2025, I do have one final announcement for you. And that is, I have an actual date and time for the next live stream. You can set your calendars this time. We won't keep you in suspense. We'll let you know exactly when the next live stream is. The Another Eden Global Version 6th anniversary special live stream is happening January 18th, 2025. 2025, people, at 10 a.m. UTC. Set your calendars. We'll be giving, as usual, about a week in advance. We'll let you know with an announcement on our social media, our Twitter, Facebook, when it will be, and then we'll put the page up, which you can follow. You can click on the notify bell to make sure that you do not miss, and join the chat with all of these lovely people ahead of the live stream and talk about, speculate on what will what kind of content you might be able to preview in the next live stream. Please, if you, by the way, while you're here, once again, I would be ever so grateful if you liked this video, if you subscribed to this channel, clicked all the little algorithm things that helps us grow this channel and share Another Eden with more people. And that is all. That is everything for this live stream. Thoughts? Comments? Suggestions? Recipes? Like maybe you have a new cookie recipe? Almost, yeah, Marius, almost 6 years. Yeah, I can't believe it's been that long already. Well, once again, for the Another Eden team, I have been Scott, your community manager for Another Eden, the Cat Beyond Time and Space. Thank you so much for watching today, for joining, for being in the comments. We thank you. Have a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. Please be kind to each other, and have a great 2024 New Year's Eve. Happy New Year to everyone, and have a wonderful 2025. Bye-bye.